7:01. I normally get started a little bit earlier, so apologize about the tardiness. But here I am. I was actually live at 7. I just didn't say anything yet, so technically I'm on time. But I just don't know if there's anyone in here yet. So we'll give it a minute. So there we go. There have been 2 of you since the start. It just slowly populates my number of viewers. So welcome in. What's up, Craig? I hope you guys have all had a wonderful week. Personally, this week's been a little bit trying, but made it through just fine. I'm still here, and I can't wait to have a super positive weekend. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do yet, but honestly, some Saturday jiu-jitsu might be in my future. I don't normally go in on Saturday. My soothing voice, man, I hate my voice. I don't know if anyone hears their voice on like an over and over recording, but I think I have a terrible voice. But thank you for saying so, Stratton. I appreciate it. So what I've got today is what like it says. I got another pop trade in. It's from the same guy, and one other one that's not from him. But I only kept the good of the good, like some really cool ones. The other ones will be at the store, and if anyone wants to come check out pop figures, I'll have them up there. Um, but the smaller and smaller his trades get, the better and better the pop figures get. So I really do enjoy it. We got in over 50 game guides this past week. I did not bring all 50 in here. I didn't want to carry the boxes. Every single one of the game guides is hardback. They're the collector's editions, which also would make them increasingly heavy. But I brought a few to show off. There's a handful of them that are still sealed. Hey, Chris, appreciate the like. What's going on? So I brought a couple of those in, but again, I've got a lot of them at the store. There's a lot of Gears of War, Assassin's Creed, Destiny, Halo, a lot of your major ones. I do have some new SNES stuff. Some decent ones, nothing crazy, no like crazy hitters. Um, hey Caitlin, appreciate you coming out and check out the stream. Nothing that's like crazy hitters, but magazines with I don't know which we kind of got like a little off there. Um, Super Nintendo games all came with like a poster, I guess not magazines. Some of the guys are gonna have the magazines if that's the one. Guys don't have magazines. What do you mean, Stratton? I confused myself. Some of the game guys do have posters and other little things with them. But yeah, those things. But without further ado, let's get into it. Two off the wall things. So we got our first PlayStation 5 controller in today. It tested flawlessly, near flawlessly. There's nothing wrong with it. I do some little cleaning to it since they texturize it. The dirt kind of sticks in here, so I'm gonna clean this one up good tomorrow. But PS5 controller, if you want to use it for your PC, by all means, they work great for PC as well. I use the Xbox Series X controller for my PC gaming. I like it a lot as well. And we also got in the PlayStation 5 camera. So yeah, I didn't. You know what, Stratton? I just put them on the shelf today. The person they came from is a collector that I personally know, and they take really good care of their stuff. Some other little collectibles they brought in was like I don't know what this is from. Whatever this little guy, it's adorable though. Comes in, but had a little thing like this Gears of War metal cup. You know, like if you were like literally stranded out in the middle of nowhere, you want a tin cup. That is literally it. CD Project Red. I'm not sure what video game that's from. Someone else might know. This one is Ghost of Tsushima. Heavy. This one's a heavy pin. And I'm not sure what this one's from. It came out of Loot Crate. It really looks like that talisman from Transformers. I did recently watch the movie, so I'm not sure, but I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. And Loot Crate would make something. Pin is from Witcher. Aha, Witcher makes sense. I did not play the game. I watched the show. Really enjoyed the show. Unless you meant this one, if that one's from Witcher, because there is a delay. But either way, some cool like loot crate items. But also got in Cartman, the Stick of Truth, little Cartman. I know he came to Loot Crate. It does say booty on it. I saw that. Saw that myself. And then this little thing from Saints Row. It's just the box. I actually went into my daughter's room. I brought home with this, and I was like, uh-oh. I was like, you better watch out. And I turned the key, and I opened the box, and I flipped the switch, and I was like, don't make me do it. And she's like, oh, no, what's going to happen? It was actually kind of funny. She's 16, and, like, dad jokes still work on her. It's good. I love it. But so little cool items like that we got in. I got in this Game Boy gift set. This part is a notepad and this part is a mug. Actually, that part is a keychain that fell from up here. That's a mug. Imagine it's the color changing mug. Yeah, it's hot to cold. The notebook, the bottle ring key opener. So the key opener is also a bottle ring. So I'm also trying to find these for my distributor, which actually is a little bit harder to find than you'd think. But little gift sets like this, that got traded in today. But I'm gonna try to find those and actually order them. Let's get into some of these cool pop figures. There's not too many of them, so bear with me, and then we'll get into some games. So this one's kind of cool. It's called the Cosmic Ghost Rider. So it's like a Ghost Rider, but it's a Punisher, and he's holding a baby Thanos. So all of that in itself is really cool. What's really cool is that Thanos that he is holding grows up to be the Punisher Thanos that we have here, which is pretty cool. This guy tells me like little stories about these things, which I'm surprised I remember all of them, but that's really cool to have like the two pop figures that, there's a baby in one and then it comes to be the other one. Um, we also got in a Fred from Scooby Doo. Which comic series? Because we could have literally just gone through Ghost Rider, Punisher, or any of those things. Oh, he was telling me that they did how they tried to kill baby Thanos. Yeah, he actually went into the whole story behind it. And like he had a hard time even killing baby Thanos. Yes, yes, yes. So this was the least valuable pop, but I just thought it was hilariously cool. It is Deadpool as Bob Ross. So I guess in like the beginning of Deadpool, there was like a miniature scene where he did like the Bob Ross thing. I just thought it was hilarious. I like it. If I collected Deadpool things, I would absolutely have that in my collection. Got in a Kurt Cobain pop, which I thought was pretty dope. That's cool. And he's got his signature Kurt Cobain style T-shirt on. Got in a Neomorph with the toddler. Yes, yeah, the trailer. I actually think the beginning scene as well. I think there was something in the beginning scene. We got in one called Corrupted Venom, which is really cool. This one's already in a protective case, but Corrupted Venom looks really cool, and we have a lot of other. Yes, yes. Kurt Cobain is dope. Apparently, John Wick is sought after. Hey, Benjamin, man, I hope you're feeling better. So, John Wick was a higher price than I was expecting him to be. This one's John Wick Chapter 2. So, that's pretty cool. I like it. John Wick movies are awesome. I cannot wait for the fourth one. Who else is excited for the fourth John Wick movie? Um, got in a big pop, The Child. So I remember buying this pop. I actually saw this pop in FYE, and I bought it for my personal collection, just because it was called The Child, and it was just as the episode came out where they named him Grogu, and I was like, you know what? Maybe since it's called The Child in the box, like the value might go up because they're gonna name everything Grogu after that. It has not happened. That gigantic pop actually only runs at 25 bucks. So, which I think is pretty good. Oh, and my screen just went black. And the last pop figure we got in the Alien Queen. Alien Queen is awesome. She's hard to see. It's dark, and then my lights from above hit that, and I don't have my other one on. I always forget this. See if that helps any. A little bit. Get some light through. So Alien Queen, she's better in person. Really is. That thing's great. It is trade day. You missed some pop figures. I had some good ones. And we only touched on the majors, a couple collectibles. And we're just now kind of getting into the meats and potatoes of it, Evan. Um, so we got in a Sega Genesis power base converter. I happen to have a box in the back for it, so we went ahead and completed the box with the converter. So we'll have that up there. So this will play. You can put this into your Sega Genesis Model 1, and it will play Master System games and the card-based games. So we'll have that up at the store. Got in a God of War Collector's Edition. It says God of War on the top. The God of War Collector's Edition. I didn't want to unbox this because it's got a steel book in the top. The game looks great. I did pull my screen up. That's what is exactly in the God of War Collector's Edition. There's that cool statue, the armor set, the shield. I'm reading from over here. So yes, that is what is in that big old God of War box. And then I told you guys, I didn't tell Evan, I told you guys we got about 50, a little bit more, and there's more to come, guides. And I'm about to get a bunch of like special edition characters, weapons, cosplay stuff, all sorts of stuff. But a couple of the sealed guides we got in, we got a Star Fox Zero. This one's not sealed, but it was a cool one. It was Super Mario Odyssey. And I brought this one because it looked cool too. I told you I got a bunch of Halo stuff in. It's the Halo Encyclopedia. So it's like the definitive guide to the Halo universe. I imagine it has a ton of Halo information here that I probably had no clue of. So if you're a big Halo fan and you're missing the encyclopedia from your collection, we got this along with a bunch of other guides in this past week. Got in a couple of Switch games for my distributor. Actually, well, just two editions of the same game. And then my employees threw in Legos The Incredibles was traded in. I don't think I had to put that in the trade box, but since it was here, we'll go ahead and show it off. But I got in a game called Golden Force. Try to minimally put a sticker on there. I've got the limited edition and the standard edition as well. There are some guides for some older retro games. One of them was one of the Metroid ones. That one actually got snagged up today. I already watched the movie Nobody. It was not too bad. I remember I got that hookup on watching like almost all movies. I could have watched Black Widow almost day of release. I haven't watched it yet though. I got about 30 minutes into it. Wasn't holding my attention. I'll watch it though. So got in a DS Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Still always looking at those Pokemon mains. Got in a loose copy of Wild Arms. Had in two other. It was Atelier Iris 2 and 3, but those sold earlier today. But those came in this week. And a loose copy of Shining Tears. Thought we had a copy of Shining Tears last week. That one got snagged up. And a Midway Arcade Origins. Bunch of games on here. Looks, I don't even know how many games. Looks like there's at least like 20, 25. And give me 1 second. I'm getting a little thirsty. Aha, yes. See, Vincent's here. Vincent got that Metroid guide. I'll stick with the disc-based games. Got in a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee in the box. Feels complete. It is. It is super complete in box. Always a nice one to have on the GameCube shelf. Never one that stays long. Got in a couple of N64 games. Got in a Nightmare Creatures. A Toy Story 2, which the Disney games are actually kind of fun. I like them. Vigilante 8. If you ever heard me talk about this game before, it's like a kind of a knockoff of Twisted Metal. And in my opinion, I think Vigilante 8 was a little bit better. And then an N64 Rare, we got in Beast Wars. So whoever needs Beast Wars in that N64 collection, I'll have this up at the store tomorrow. You're missing the manual if you're Melee. People probably sell Melee. I might even have one in the back. That's gonna be one of my goals to do in the next like week or two is go through manuals. I have so many in the back, but I have to organize them all, find out which ones are expensive, and then I'll get to selling them, and we'll be able to complete some of y'all's boxes. All right, on to the Super Nintendo games. This is the last thing I got. We're gonna start. This will go price wise, low to high. Mortal Kombat, the original one. Unfortunately, this one does not have blood. You collect SNES manual. I have a ton. So just whenever I go through the manuals, I won't do anything with them until after I make an announcement on like this show that hey, I've gone through my manuals. This is what I've got. Here's my stack of Super Nintendo ones. And if you guys need anything, um, I'll have them sectioned out. I'll be able to go through them, and we'll find you guys what you need, and I'll be happy to complete whatever manuals you guys want. Um, I just need to get down to doing it. There's a lot of things going on at the store behind the scenes. I got a lot going on. It's all for you guys. So I don't have Final Fantasy 3. I don't think. No, and the last one I had was 2 for the Super Nintendo. Got in a Super Star Wars, F1 Rock, classic Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings is one of those games I love to play, but it's so darn hard. Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure. Street Fighter 2. My son's been getting into Street Fighter. I've been whooping his butt. He did go pretty far without like freaking out the other day. He took like 9 losses in a row without a meltdown. Absolutely, Mike, man. I hope you're doing good. Oh yeah, I played the original Pitfall on Atari as well. It's one of my original games I played. That and Frogger, my two first games. Super Mario World. It's always good to have those. I'll try to get Courtney's name off of there. Oh, I put Courtney's in the wrong pile. Courtney traded a lot of these in. Courtney also traded in Star Fox. Thank you, Courtney. And we also got in a Mortal Kombat 2. Did they add blood to the Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo by then? I only ever played Mortal Kombat on the Genesis, so I don't quite remember. It's good to hear, my dude. We're doing good. Super Mario All-Stars. Got in a Desert Strike. Always fun helicopter games. This one we don't see very often. Kirby's Dream Course. Kind of getting into the rare side of it. This one's got a little bit of a ripped label on the top, but it still is the Lost Vikings from Courtney. And that should have been the last game, so this was not as expensive. And then UN Squadrons as well. So, good haul for the week. A lot of collector's stuff. Again, all the guides at the store were crazy to go through today and reorganizing that section. I'm going to be disassembling any PC stuff that we have in there. We've always had a little small area for PC games, and it was kind of like just take it if you play it. And we only took them in on donation, so I didn't pay for them. But I think I'm going to get rid of the PC stuff altogether. I need it for guides and other things to sell. So let me see, Evan. Didn't you guys do a gift card for Super Mario SNES? I have. It wasn't for Super Mario, so we do have gift cards. There's at least I think 12 to 14 in existence. So my jiu-jitsu coach over at Smiley's Academy, which if you're looking to do some gym time or self-defense or something for the kids to do, that's where my son and I train. I coach there as well. He got 10 of them from me. I don't think I only had, yeah, there's 12. I had 2 at the store that kind of floated, and then he bought 10 of them. We give them out to the students for like student of the month and whatnot. I see, Pogi, I didn't play Lost Viking or UN Squadron. I didn't play either of those. But no, Evan, your memory's not broke. UN Squad is $34.99. Yeah, Tom, I got a couple of handhelds in stock too. I got a 3DS and an SP, and SPs really don't last long. I'm surprised. It's a blue one that's pretty clean on the top. It's got like two little scratches on it, but normally those things look like they were carried in someone's pocket with a set of keys. But absolutely. Ooh, Mike and I see Mortal Kombat 2 has blood. I knew you'd know that too. So, absolutely. It was a good week for trades. I got to go arrange more pop figures tomorrow. Nice, nice. I mean, I think I have one or two. So a couple of the kids have turned theirs in. Um, I believe one of them, I think she's actually watching the stream, is holding on to hers. She feels that that is good enough reward for her. I guess maybe she doesn't play a lot of games, and that's fine. We have way more than games at the game store though, like with all the collectibles and plushes and all that stuff. But yes, it's not quite Christmas time yet. I don't really want to talk about like Christmas stuff, but the gift carts are a good idea if you don't know what to buy the gamer in your life. Just get them a gift cart. You see weekly, we get in new stuff, cool stuff all the time, so they can always find something with a gift cart. But appreciate you guys coming out for the stream. We're getting more and more viewers. I got up to 17 again this week, maybe higher. I didn't keep checking. But as we get to the end, we're slowly dropping off there. But thank you guys all for coming out. I plan to get some more and more stuff throughout the week, and keep blowing these shows up. Um, if I go really hard, boots to the ground, I should be able to do like a really bomb week. But I gotta drive somewhere, pick a bunch of stuff up, pay some money for some stuff. But yeah, I can't wait. We'll try to do that. I do not have any Vitas in the store at the moment. Nope. I don't even think I've taken any in recently. I've gotten a couple PSPs in, but no Vitas recently. Yeah, Tom, I'm sure Smiley would be happy. Try to catch him in a. That man stays busy. Holy crap, that dude seems like he's busier than I am. But he also, I guess, doing jujitsu, doing it. He does day classes and night classes, so he's there. His break is during the day. I guess that's why the man stays up late too. So, all right. And Evan, the only other thing you missed would have been the PS5 controller. If you need one of these, you want to play PC with it or anything like that, PS5 controller. Price better at my store. Tested good. So, all right. Thank you guys all for coming out. PSPs, Mike, I'm not sure. What I'll do is I will try to look it up tomorrow and shoot you a message. If I don't shoot you a message by tomorrow, shoot me one. I'll slap myself in the face for forgetting to message you back, and I'll get you the price on those. Cool. Yeah, during the day, Tom, probably better. I like the Xbox controller, so I literally have both of them right here. So here's like both controllers. So if you want like my like literally like detailed, like, I'll take a minute on it. So they both added texturing to the back of it. Microsoft's texturing is a lot more texture than PlayStation's. This one seems almost like I would call it micro texturing. Um, Microsoft also textured the triggers, as where PlayStation or Sony did not. I do like the feel to it. There is one problem though, is where everything is textured. Like even on my triggers, you can see the dirt starting to accumulate right there. So if you're not going to constantly be cleaning your controllers with these new styles, the grips on them, I would suggest getting them in black. That's probably what I'll do. Eventually, just get a black one, so I don't have to worry about the way this looks. But I mean, this thing's getting smudges all over it. I'm not a crazy dirty person, I swear to God. Um, but that's just the nature of controllers and where your fingers lay. Um, Let me see if I can find anything good to say about Sony's controller in comparison. Um, Man, the buttons on Sony controller to me feels a little bit mushy compared to Xbox. I'm gonna call it Xbox or Microsoft. I'm gonna change it the whole time, so I have to stop correcting myself. It's a little more clicky. I prefer clicky. Some people might prefer that mush feeling. Um, Man, I don't know. I'm Microsoft controller all day. The D-pad, they've made it a lot more angled. So if you're doing like a Street Fighter game, and you want to use your D-pad, one that's gonna tear up your thumb, but it just moves a lot smoother than the separation between these does, since Microsoft went and connected it with a circle. Um, Triggers are good. The triggers are fine. I hope they respond at like a quick. You don't have to push it all the way down and get a response out of it. I really wouldn't tell without being able to play it. I got short thumbs. Those buttons seem kind of far, as opposed to like this controller. My thumbs reach everything. So yeah, if I had like that's been my decision with the last controller. Was just I just think Microsoft has a superior controller, and again, that's just my personal opinion, and you're free to have your own. And I get why people would like this one over this one. Um, but yeah, there you go. And Mike, Catherine had asked you what model PSP you were looking for, so either me or myself will get back to you on the PSP. But we do need to know, yeah, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Let us know. We'll let you know the prices of all three. I think she was talking to Mike Lopez about the model expansion for Outer Wilds. You know, I saw when Outer Wilds first came out, and it looked like a really cool game. And then it ended up, I don't know, I got sidetracked. And I didn't get to play it. But that's good that, I guess it's PS5. That's good to see that PlayStation's getting some expansion on some of their games. Yeah, yeah, slight delay. Understandable. I took as much of it out as I could. Like, literally, it's set to no delay. A meetup or event? Sorry, wrong pipe. Um, God, I'd really like to have a bigger store. I'd like to have events all the time. God, if I had a bigger store, God, my imagination runs wild with it. I want to do it. Like the capitals there, just my inventory is not. I don't have the inventory right now to open up a second store. I'm working on it. I'm starting to hold little pieces of trades behind. I'm holding toys back from my distributors I get in. I'm not holding a lot back. Normally, you guys like this store gets a piece of it, but a couple of them like don't. Like for instance, I don't know where it is now. The Golden Force game. I got 3 copies of this in. I'm only bringing one to the store now. I'm holding 2 other copies. Hopefully, second store inventory. I've got here. I got a small collection going on over here on the top of that box of things I'm putting aside. There's a few things at the store, um, and there's toys. Quite a bit of toys starting to add up. And again, second store. It's not a for sure thing, but it's always in the back of my mind, and I'd like to get more things in the works. Um, so we'll see how it goes. Just know I'm always working like towards that goal. I really want to have a second one. I don't think the new He-Man show is going to be a huge hit. Other than that, I don't have a lot of thoughts on it. I don't have room to have a video game playroom. I wish I did, and that brings about problems in and of itself. We'll talk about that the next time you're in the store. Um, and I like doing those things. I used to have arcade machines in there, in and out. I've had different ones we've done some fun things with, and the store we used to host events, but I don't know. It was a lot of time invested, and I don't know. There was turnouts for a couple things, but a couple things didn't have good turnouts, so it was hit and miss. Yes, thank you, Evan. There absolutely was one. And we had the virtual reality when the Oculus first came out. I bought that PC for the computer just to run VR because I figured it'd be expensive. Not a lot of people would be able to afford to go out and buy a PC and buy an Oculus Rift and do those things. So I did it for the store. Um, that was actually kind of fun because I couldn't really afford to do it for myself either, and then I got to do it by under the guise of let's do it for the store. And I would sit in the store like after we closed, and I would play certain games for a couple hours. It was fun. Um, but I had that whole setup there, and honestly, I thought we'd have to have like bookings. I thought people would come out like virtual reality just hit like all the 80s kids. We've been waiting their whole lives for real virtual reality, and like it hit the market, and nobody cared. It was one of the craziest video game things I've seen. But I get it. I have an Oculus Quest 2, and I barely use it. I could have a Valve Index and I'd barely use it. It's just the games aren't there yet to I don't know hold my entertainment. I've tried the boxing games, I've tried other ones, and they just I don't know they don't really do it for me. Mythical Mountain, yeah, I've never been by Mythical Mountain. Yeah, and it's not the stealing that really is a problem. It's more of like you have people sitting in a group a long time, um then you have people eating and drinking and spilling and making crumbs, and all that comes with having to clean it up right after. If you don't clean it up right after, that stuff becomes bigger problems. Then you're getting into bugs and other things like that. Now, I do really good pest control for our store, um, and pests don't really live long if they do make it to our store. So, but yeah, the cleaning and the nastiness and like I don't know, people just leave their trash everywhere. Kind of sucks. Awesome. I'm glad to hear about that. I'll have to check out Mythical Mountain. I've never looked into them. But I'm gonna go do some family stuff. Go order some pizza. Easy dinner night. Get the kids fed and go hang out with the wife. She's actually off work tonight, which is rare. She's here, so I'm gonna go chill with the beautiful one. And I hope you guys have a great night. I hope to see some of y'all this weekend. If not, come see me on Tuesday. And I think that's about it. Appreciate you guys. Later, Mike. Later, Craig.